We need to talk about how the only options after high school is trapping, scam, rob, steal, finesse, FL Studio. Like, it ain't too much to really do no more. I feel like the older generation messed it up. We need to talk about how the
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on,
What?
family? It's Ty from Nopickspodcast.
Oh, my bad, Ty. What up, fam? No show, no fix podcast. What are we
Man,
talking
so
about, bruh?
let me just play it again, because
Like what? Yeah, let me hear it one more time,
let me
cause
let me make sure that we know what
that we
what
heard
he
this
said.
correctly.
Yeah.
only options after high school is trapping, scam, rob, steal, finesse, FL Studio. Like, it ain't too much to really do no more. I feel like the older generation messed it up. We need
How did we mess it up? What did we do?
We worked
What
5
did we
jobs.
do? What the hell did I do specifically? I ain't do shit to you, bruh.
Trapping, scamming, robbing, finesse. I thought scamming and finesse was the same thing, but all right, whatever. I guess that's two different things. What the hell is the FL Studio?
I don't know. Maybe just rapping in the booth.
Okay, that makes
Maybe
sense.
he meant like rapping. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like, listen, young men. If this is your mentality, you have to expand your social circle.
Yeah.
Like if your environment and the people around you are feeding this type of energy, that like all you got to do is be in the streets and be a scam artist or a finesse or rap or you know what I mean. Like you have to expand your horizons and expand your social circle. I'm gonna start with that, Ty, because
Yeah.
this is such a limited perspective, and it's just like, bro, me and you, we came from these neighborhoods. We got it from out the mud, bro. I'm from, I tell people 7th from Erie, 600 Park. These are my stomping grounds. Like this is where I was
Yeah.
born and raised. Now I went to Ani High School,
Right.
graduated. It was a horrible public high school. Like
Right.
I still there were so many options that I took instead of being in the streets, bro. Like you can't tell me it wasn't other options out there. They were there.
Yeah.
People just didn't take them for whatever reason. For people who thought like him, it's like there are other options. We've said this before. If you have an option, you can't be a victim. In my honest opinion, if you have another option to take, you cannot be a victim because you chose to live this life because you had other options. For whatever reason, you didn't choose those options, right? All right, that's my short answer because I'm
Yeah.
passionate about this. He got me pissed. How you feel
Right.
about what he said, bro?
I mean, I think these young kids, man, they're all the same, man. Like all races too. But let's talk about our people because he was obviously black, right? Um, I mean, I the everybody just wants to be a fucking streamer, a rapper, some kind of like entertainer in some way, right? Some
Influencer.
influencer. Um, it's just it's the path of least resistance, right? So it's like they're blaming people for not doing that, and I mean they're blaming us, like our generation, for them not being able to get regular jobs. Bro, you can get a regular job. Like there are people hiring, right? Like there, like, the one line. There are a lot of lines I like from Kevin Samuels, but the line I like one of the most my favorite line from Kevin Samuels when he used to tell people there is no free money. There's no free money. You got to work for what the fuck you achieve in this life.
Right,
There aren't people out here just being like, hey, just let me give you money because you're you,
right. Now,
regardless
granted,
of your gender.
welfare exists, right? And there are people who exploit that system. So there is a system where people have gotten too comfortable and have been on this system exploiting our tax dollars because they don't want to go get jobs or because they refuse to change their lifestyles and behaviors, right? So there is definitely that route that you can take if you want to be a scrub, if you want to be what do we call them, state sponsored bums? If you want to be one of them type of people, that's an option you can take. But that for me is frowned upon. Like you don't want to be on that for like 10 plus years. That's something you do for like a year or two to get to make sure you got something while you're
Yeah,
looking for that next job. You're looking to get out of poverty. But people stay in that shit for decades, bro. We've talked about
yeah,
that too. And that infuriates me, right?
facts,
So, yeah.
facts. And how about this? My man immediately went to the victim role. Like it's not his fault. You know what I mean? That his only options are to sell drugs, trap, scam, El Camino Studio, whatever the fuck he said, and and it's our fault. It's like it's you and I, it's our generation's fault that he's doing this thing. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that
Right.
he can't read and that he only knows ChatGPT and he's probably a convicted felon. it's our fault that he's doing this stuff.
Right. That we forced him to trap. We forced him to, get caught up with the weed, and now he got a case, and now he can't get a job because he got a record. We forced him to drive in that car without a license to get put over by the cop. We forced him to make all these bad decisions that you made, and now you're limited in options because you made stupid decisions, right? Because you wanted to look cool and be a badass. I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Joe, how about this? I'm going to introduce another term right now. I got YN fatigue.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of these YNs, bro. I'm getting tired of these YNs.
So fucking annoying, bro.
They're hella annoying and hella emotional too, because they keep killing each other. Like I said, we talk about police killing black folk, but I'm tired of the fact that we don't talk enough about black on black crime, bro. Like it's horrible. Horrible what they do in Chicago, what they do in Philly, like what they do in New York. It's terrible what we do to each other, right? Like these YNs are straight out of pocket. Remember when they was doing, and the YNs have evolved. And by evolve, I don't mean gotten better. I just mean gotten worse. They've evolved, but they've gotten worse. Like it's crazy how you evolve and get worse instead of better, right? Because we had the knockout game. We had the flash mobs. We had, they've gone through stages. You know what I mean? Now we got the looters and the rioters who, as soon as something happened, they find any reason to go trash their communities and trash small businesses and robbing them. Like, they've just evolved, bro. Like, and now we're at the point now where they're just upset with the way things are. And it's like, bro, we didn't this. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like,
Joe, let me play a clip real quick, right? Let me show you why I got YN fatigue, right? So I saw this clip on TikTok, right? This is why I got YN fatigue.
I don't care if she have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives of 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson are angry. The teenager was shot and killed last night by a homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him. Trayvon had goals. He was a very funny guy. He was very big on education. He loved going to school. He loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the D.A. Dorsey Technical College student burglarized a home south of 79th Street near I-95, just blocks away from where he lives. Detectives say the 54-year-old homeowner was alerted of the break-in by her security system. With officers already on their way, she rushed home to check things out, and police say she was armed.
She a subject exiting the home through the rear.
According to detectives, there was a confrontation and one shot was fired. Johnson was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. She called the police already, then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood.
No.
Have clothes to go to school.
While the investigation continues.
Bro, I'm stopping right
No.
here. She said,
no.
How is he supposed to get his money to go to school?
This oh God, bro. It's like,
you're supposed to understand.
I know we have our differences when it comes to like the killing of black people. Yeah. Certain situations where like police are involved or things like that. But like these are situations where I'm telling you we don't disagree at all. Like This is when I say, what do you expect when you break into someone's house and that person is armed? And then what? So now the burglar is the victim? How is he the victim? Bro, if that's not gaslighting I don't understand. He broke into my home when I wasn't there and I shot his ass when I found him in my home. But now he's the victim. Bro, what? And I'm supposed to understand because he was from the hood. I should have been like, you know what, you little YN, you good, bro. I know you from the hood. You probably just trying to make some money. So guess what? Listen, I'm going to let you walk out with a warning. Just don't come back to my crib, all right? You good, bro. I believe in you. I got faith in you ain't going to do this again. Is that how it's supposed to play out, Ty? Is that how it's supposed to go? I was supposed to have empathy and compassion for the burglar?
I think she thinks so, yeah.
How stupid does that sound?
Yo, bro, I got YN fatigue, bro. Listen, I don't got black people fatigue. Well, actually, probably do, but definitely YN fatigue. The YNs are bugging, bro. She made an emotional plea to people like this lady shouldn't have defended herself. She shouldn't have defended her property. She should just let him rock out because if if he doesn't do these things and break into people's homes and take stuff, how is he supposed to go to college and go to school and stuff? Like,
Right. Oh, this is the only option he had, right? And that's what infuriates me, bro, because it's like they're too good. Like, I can't be working at McDonald's. I ain't gonna be flipping no burgers. That's beneath me. But you gonna go rob somebody to get money. So that's not beneath you. But working an honest job, clocking in, making that check legally, getting paid to do something is beneath you. But going out there and finessing and scamming and robbing people is not beneath you. I have no sympathy for, like, listen, I'm always saddened when people lose their lives, especially young people, anybody, but like young people, but like, come on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. This behavior, you can't accept this behavior and make it normal. You can't normalize this. You can't. But anyway, the YNs, bro, like, we messed it up, bro. Me and you, Ty, we did it. We messed it up. It's our fault, Ty. Listen, we scumbags, bro. We did something, and the YNs, they ain't got no options. We messed it all up, bro. All they can do is scam. All they can do, and you know what else is sad too? That I also feel like in our community, and maybe other places too, but because it was a YN, we also push our kids towards athletes or being rappers. That's like the only routes that they have. Like, you either got to be a scam artist, a drug artist. Now, I'm not saying that is what it is, but for some reason, we trap our kids in this cycle where it's like we're only going to make them either athletes or rappers, or they got to be scam artists. And we feed into this notion, and it's such BS because there's so many options, bro. There's so many options. You can go college, you can go to military, you can work multiple jobs, you can get a trade. You know what I mean? Like, you can join a union, you can be a steel worker. Like, you can, like, there are so many things you can do instead of being an artist or an athlete or a rapper or, bro, there's too many options. I don't want to hear that you don't have options, bro. I'm sorry. I think that's a load of bull crap. I do.
listen, let us know what y'all think. like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.
Until next time.
Bro, she said, what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
Bro?
Lord.